Oh, Forrest looks like he might be gonna challenge his father. He's thinking about it, and he's kind of thinking about challenging his father to a little bit of horn rattling. Well, there's Mr. TC Thundercloud looking at me through the window. Forrest and Buddy around out there somewhere. Yeah, somebody over there by the feeder. Not wanting to focus. Back behind that feeder, you can see him. Oh, that'd be Forrest right there. Yeah. I think maybe Forrest and Buddy are both right there. Oh, I saw another horn back behind that tree. Yeah, there he is right there. Forrest and Buddy. Looking for every little piece of South fresh food. 26 degrees. TC was in the prayer circle praying that it warm up today, which it will, but I think only in the 40s. Yep. The boys are here. All three of them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I guess four of them. We've got, that's that little one-horn buck right there. Buddy, that's a little bit of an unfair fight. He said, we'll fight anyway. That's got two horns, I think. But all he's got spikes, and he thinks he wants to fight anyway. Establishing dominance, even at a very young age. Just a little pushing and shoving right there. Spikes can actually put eyes out, though. They have to be careful. Pretty cute. A couple of youngins getting after it there. Yes, it is. Some of the natural instincts of a buck deer. No, they're getting a little mad at each other now. So cool. So very cool. Look at that. Buddy says, I finally found somebody that I outweigh. At least they're going head to head, not going at the body. Oh, Buddy's backing him up. You're winning if you're going forward and the other guy's going backwards. Now the little guy tried to push there. I just can't move him. I can't move him. That is pretty cool right there. I believe that my boys have decided that their best bet is to just stay here at the house. There they are, around the prayer circle, both of them. Forrest and his father. They're back father and son now. They've probably let some girls get between their relationship quite a bit. And I'm sure little Buddy's out there somewhere. Some of you mentioned you sure wish little Whitey'd come back. I hope for that. Pray for that every day, that little Whitey will come back. But it's very likely that he's either totally lost on the other side of the lake somewhere, or that maybe he met up with a hunter somewhere and met his demise. Certainly no hunter here, or any that was supposed to be here. Obviously, you got a county road, 3 miles of county road, and sometimes there's some nefarious hunters hunting there that are poaching, trespassing, shooting off the road, all kinds of illegal stuff. And sometimes they get caught, sometimes they don't. But it's possible that, that happened to him too. We just don't know. But since we don't have a body, gosh, you look at that big old horn that's broke off. That's about 10 inches of horn that's broke off on Whitey there. That's a bad deal, isn't it? But he's concentrating on something. Not Whitey, Forrest. I don't know why I said Whitey. My mind, I got lots of deer names running around in it, so you never know what I might say. I call my grandkids by the wrong name sometimes, too. I just tickle that I have grandkids to call names by. And I got some good ones. I sure do. I love them to death. So the prayer circle is providing dinner for TC and his son, Mr. Forrest. Mr. Forrest is becoming very popular. The ladies like Forrest. Hey, us guys like him too. Oh, golly, I didn't notice until I shut the camera off because I was zoomed in there. What Forrest was looking at was Prince Charming. Now, you can look and see the size of Prince Charming and Forrest. Prince Charming is huge. I mean, he is a huge boy. That's all there is to it. And he had huge antlers also. If he hadn't broken them off, that's where Forrest might have lost the 2 broken tines that he's got, fighting through the fence. Now, Forrest is looking off this way now. I don't know if he hears me talking or looking out toward the woods. But you can see, kind of put all 3 deer in perspective there. You can see that actually Prince Charming is larger than either Forrest or TC. He's just big and broad and wide and tall. Look how tall he is. And got one of his sons in there. Oh, Forrest looks like he might be going to challenge his father. He's thinking about it, and he's kind of thinking about challenging his father to a little bit of horn rattling. Is he thinking about that, Forrest? Or is he just eating? Nah, he's just eating. That was a little optical illusion there. It looked like they were about to rack horns. Well, by golly, they might. I don't know. A little father and son playtime there. And that's what Prince Charming is watching them too. Said, I'll get out there and butt heads with you boys, even though I don't even have any weapons. I sure will. I don't really think that's what's going to happen now. He's going to groom his dad down a little bit. Dad, you're still a lot bigger than I am, and you still weigh a lot more. And you can still whip my butt. You reckon that's what he's saying and thinking? I suspect it is. I suspect it is. That's 2 pretty boys, though. Yeah, he's just being a good son. Yes, he is. I know it's a long way out there. We don't have the greatest, a little fight going on there. But first time I've seen, a little fight going on. First time I've seen Forrest all day. Tim and TC are in the trough. Buddy was in that trough also. And now he's over there sparring with somebody. He's a doe in that trough. Now they're in that trough. Yeah, I'm still not getting a real good picture. There's the ones that were fighting. That's probably that little spike. And Buddy, and Buddy goes fighting there with his. TC and Forrest are sparring a little bit there also. Difficult to see there. It's way out there. Move over here to another window. Yeah, let me try. We're doing a lot of fighting over here. Let me try and do something else. Yeah, a little sunshine popped out there. Well, now they're going to walk back to the trough. They were out there in the open doing a little sparring. That's TC right there. Forrest walked back over. The trough's got alfalfa in it. Apache's putting alfalfa in that trough, and we cannot see it. Let's just see in the end of it there. That old big tree's in the way from this window. But this window doesn't have any kind of fog on it, so it's a little bit better. But really, yeah, they're racking again. See them, they're racking their horns together out there. That's a long way off, and that's all of the distance I've got on this iPhone, 9-time power. But now they might back out there and fight where we can watch them a little bit. All pretty much just friendly sparring right now. We say friendly sparring. It could get an eye put out. There we go. He jumped out there. TC's pushing Forrest around. He might just be pushing him around because of the alfalfa there. He may be wanting to hog all the alfalfa for himself. But there they go, father and son, mixing it up a bit. Have not really seen any other bucks around other than our 3 boys that live here. Oh, get a little jumping around there. Yeah, they're not serious at all. You don't want to get serious with Mr. Forrest because he gets serious. He goes for the kill. You don't want that to happen. You don't kill your father. Yeah, here we go. TC says, I'll have a little bit more of that. Watch TC just walks back and pushes him back. But Forrest is pretty big. He's pretty heavy. He's definitely holding his own there, I think. What do you think? I believe he is. Yeah, that's pretty nice right there. They're duking it out pretty good. Forrest pushed him back a little bit, or maybe it might be a fatherly love. He might just be trying to show him a little love there, letting him push him back, make him think he's winning. You know sometimes how you let your kids win at checkers and dominoes and basketball and whatever. Not me. I didn't let my kids win. When they won, they won. Oh, yeah. Well, I believe the little sparring's over for a while. Boys will be boys, and we sure like watching them. These 2 little fellers have become buddies. Buddy, of course, is everybody's buddy. That's his name. Buddy, and then that little Spike right there. And they've been actually duking it out. We saw them a little earlier. I don't know if I got any of that. They've been duking it out. They've been out in the front yard eating. Now that little Spike, he's decided he wants to run around with little Buddy a bit. That's a good companion, sure. A little sunshine popped out there. Well, now they're going to walk back to the trough. They were out there in the open doing a little sparring. That's TC right there. Forrest walked back over. The trough's got alfalfa in it. Apache's putting alfalfa in that trough, and we cannot see it. Let's just see in the end of it there. That old big tree's in the way from this window. But this window doesn't have any kind of fog on it, so it's a little bit better. But really, yeah, they're racking again. See them, they're racking their horns together out there. That's a long way off, and that's all of the distance I've got on this iPhone, 9-time power. But now they might back out there and fight where we can watch them a little bit. All pretty much just friendly sparring right now. We say friendly sparring. It could get an eye put out. There we go. He jumped out there. TC's pushing Forrest around. He might just be pushing him around because of the alfalfa there. He may be wanting to hog all the alfalfa for himself. But there they go, father and son, mixing it up a bit. Have not really seen any other bucks around other than our 3 boys that live here. Oh, get a little jumping around there. Yeah, they're not serious at all. You don't want to get serious with Mr. Forrest because he gets serious. He goes for the kill. You don't want that to happen. You don't kill your father. Yeah, here we go. TC says, I'll have a little bit more of that. Watch TC just walks back and pushes him back. But Forrest is pretty big. He's pretty heavy. He's definitely holding his own there, I think. What do you think? I believe he is. Yeah, that's pretty nice right there. They're duking it out pretty good. Forrest pushed him back a little bit, or maybe it might be a fatherly love. He might just be trying to show him a little love there, letting him push him back, make him think he's winning. You know sometimes how you let your kids win at checkers and dominoes and basketball and whatever. Not me. I didn't let my kids win. When they won, they won. Oh, yeah. Well, I believe the little sparring's over for a while. Boys will be boys, and we sure like watching them. I never did go on out there and look at all the ducks out there this morning. I was talked about the fact that they didn't scare off. The deer didn't bother them a bit walking around. I walk out there and they're all going to fly off out there in the middle of the lake. But they are gathering in there, a couple, 200 or 300 of them, to try to get out of that north wind a little bit. And the wind's actually changed around a little bit to the southwest. It's supposed to warm up to about 40 today. And then tomorrow and the next day it'll be in the above 60. And then we're supposed to have several days in a row below freezing, and some nights down into single digits. So, quite a few places in Oklahoma, snow. Here at the Eagle, I hope so, but probably not. Will you look at that? Will you look at that? I fed Forrest some grapes. I brought some grapes and apples, 3 or 4 apples and a bunch of grapes and 2 pounds of carrots down here, and fed Forrest a little bit outside the pen. And I come in the pen and fed all the babies, and the girls are laying down too, some of them. And then I fed the entire bag, and I look back, and Forrest just lays down outside the gate. He's right outside the gate. You see that right there? Now that's the gate right there. There's the latch on the gate, and there's Mr. Forrest laying out there beside it. He said, I don't know if Jimmy will have any more carrots in that bag when he comes out. I don't know how to tell him I don't have any more carrots or apples or grapes. They ate every single solitary one of them. But he picked a nice place to lay down there and relax, and he may not be waiting to see if I've got any more grapes, but I believe he is. A pretty smart deer. Gosh, I wish we hadn't broken those 2 tines off. He's got 2 broken tines out of his 10 or 11. I guess it's 10 that he's got. But he's still a big, beautiful buck. Maybe Benelli will find those tines that's broken off and bring them in. I can Gorilla Glue them back on. That would be good, wouldn't it? Gorilla Glue the tines back on. A taxidermist actually put tines on when tines are broken off. If you have a deer mounted, and you can ask them to redo broken tines and fix the broken tines, they will. And you can't tell it the way they do it. They put them on there, and you can't tell that it's been broken. And you know, a deer hanging on somebody's wall, a body mount or head mount or whatever, is a piece of art. For us rednecks, it's like a Michelangelo or something, you know, or Da Vinci or something like that. It's a piece of art. And if a deer, he grew those tines and they were there and he broke them off fighting or somehow out in the woods, and you know, it's not anything in the world to do that, to have, you know, have those tines put back on by a taxidermist and have that deer pretty back up just like God made him. You can't count it if you're trying to officially score for Pope and Young or Boone and Crockett. You can't do that. That's totally against the rules, I'm sure. It's dishonest, so don't even think about that. But it looks pretty hanging on the wall, and I've got 3 or 4 hanging on my wall that had broken tines, and you can't tell the difference. And I usually point it out to people and ask them, can you tell which tine was broken? Sometimes it's a brow tine, which you think would be pretty easy, but you can't. So I guess I'll get on out of here and see how Forrest reacts when I go back out with no carrots, no apples, no grapes. I believe the big boy might be disappointed. The one thing I'm hoping is it don't make him mad. Okay, Forrest, big boy. I don't have anything. I don't have anything, buddy. Oh, fall down here. I don't have anything. It's okay. It's okay. I don't have anything else. That's good. I don't have anything, big boy. I do not have anything. So you just be good, okay? I gave you the first out of the bag. You got the first ones. That's about as good a way as I know to end this week's deer antler videos. I didn't show you feeding him there. That's on the other video with the ranch and the deer and all the what's going on this week at the Eagle. But there's Mr. Forrest there, and he got the apples and grapes and carrots out of the bag before anybody else did. So great way to end the video. Remember, guys, I sure do.